All right, so here we have lecture 13, but day 12. I'm not really gonna go over too many of the notes because I didn't really think that there was anything new to discuss. Mainly just the opening range gaps, kind of what he really went over. There wasn't anything crazy. Just was an hour thing. Usually I watch him once or twice, but I only watched it one time, which is probably why I didn't find anything of value because usually it's that second or third time when you go over it and you're like, oh yeah, he really said this. So basically, this is ES. And look at ES. These are new day opening gaps, and then this is a new week opening gap, the green one, and then this is the current new day opening gap. Just look at this. This is beautiful. High today gets put in right at a new day opening gap. The low of the day puts in a new day opening gap. And what are we doing? We're mainly in a consolidation profile. So what's going to get referred to more often than not if we're in a consolidation profile? The current new week opening gap. One, two, three, four, five, six times we trade into that pretty much. 6 times. So we are in a consolidation profile, and we're referring to that current new day opening gap, and then we're putting highs and low of the days like that's just very nice, which explains why if we go into here, ICT was looking for us to deliver into that remaining portion that didn't get filled of this volume balance, a buy side. But what stopped us from trading into that was the SMT that we had here and ES trading into that new day opening gap. So the fact that we did that both at a certain time of the day, notice what time we're trading in this at 9:50. What do we usually have at 9:50? We usually can't have a 9:50 macro reversal, which is what we had here. 9:50 macro reverses price. We trade up into that at the same time. ES is trading into that new day opening gap. We have SMT right there. Then we see what is this? Change state delivery, displacement, market structure shift right there. That down close candle gets supported. Maybe you didn't really see that. Maybe you didn't really see it right here. Maybe you didn't trust it right there. Okay, we have displacement right there, and we have we could drop into a lower time frame to get imbalance that gets trades here. We have a breakaway gap right there, breakaway gap right there, and then we kind of just traded these lows, and then the lows that he was looking for as well. And also, what I want to know here is we're kind of just consolidating here around constant encroachment of 15-minute fair value gap right there. And we have immediate expansion. We create a balanced price range right there. And then this is the opening range gap. This blue box right here is an opening range gap. We create a balanced price range right there with the wicks. Notice how all this is balanced with the wicks here and with this inefficiency here, this inefficiency there. Then we come back down. We claim this opening range gap. We use support there as long as this new week opening gap. And then we see displacement higher. Here at 7 a.m., I don't really think there's anything crazy. Maybe just a little entry right here, a very little scalp here, and balance there to just that new day opening gap, and maybe just a little bit more is what you could have milked. Yeah, that's all I have for that chart right there. Let's see if I have any other good annotations. I honestly don't remember too well. This is that AM. This is that 5 minute. Also, there was some nice London action that I was actually awake when that happened, and we had very nice London that gets delivered to that 75% level of that new day of that volume imbalance right there. We deliver very beautifully to 75% of that. Then we come back down, new day opening gap. Then we come back lower. Just very nice price action. I'll probably always say that very nice price action in my opinion. We come back up. Look at the beautiful respect of that new day opening gap again with this inefficiency right there. We come back down. We have another SMT right here, and a new day opening gap, and then look at that new week opening gap. Beautiful. A tick into that, and then we come back up. We reprice higher here, and then I do want to go over that 350 macro, which is kind of where a lot more of my focus has been, not 345 market on close macro. I always thought it was a 350 macro until he dropped that lecture yesterday. We were saying that it's actually a 345 market on closed macro. So my apologies. So here we have opening range gap. We have a balanced price range. This is a 15-second chart, by the way. A balanced price range right there. Look at the wick right there. It's supported right there. Boom, displacement. Once we have this right here, this is an order block right there. We trade into a volume balance. It's perfectly respected right there. We also have that imbalance right there as well. And look at, we trade there. We trade there again. We trade there again there. And what are we doing? We're consolidating around this fair value gap right here, around the new day opening gap. Once we trade above that, we come back down, and what do we reclaim? We reclaim that BISI, this new day opening gap, which is the current new day opening gap, will act as support now. And look at this opening range gap. That's what this box is right here. Will act as support. Notice how we leave a breakaway gap right there. And look at this. We have a fair value gap in and fair value gap out. This is an order block. And is this sensitive fair value gap? I haven't really. I just say it's a sensitive fair value gap when we have a balanced price range. Fair value gap in, fair value gap out, balanced price range. Boom, right there. And we see displacement. And then what is this? Breaker right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful right there. What do we have here? New day opening gap, access a wall. This is a 5-second chart. We'll trade back up into this inversion level right there. That was like one of the first lectures. This inversion level is where the algorithm's going to spool to right there. Boom. And then we see displacement right there. Dang, it's already been like 13 lectures deep. That's kind of crazy. Then we have this imbalance right there. Boom. Stop point right there. Displacement is all occurring within that 10 a.m. silver bullet hour. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And then here we have lunch. 11:30 starts lunch. What are we gonna do? We're gonna run on profitable stops. That's what we end up doing here. Technically, both sides have been made money. We reprice higher first in that new day opening gap perfectly, and we come back down to take these SMT below true day. Then we come back up to that new day opening gap again, and then we have our market on close that I want to go over. There isn't really anything crazy in this, in my opinion. We have buy side taken, sell side taken. There's like a lower time frame 2022 model that we could go over here. Then we reprice higher here. We have inefficiency that gets respected there. Consequence for that wick. Boom, right there. Displacement, stop hunt, and then kind of this consolidation. And then we don't actually take this low because we have SMT. Then we come back down. We have a 2022 model here. Sell side taken because we have SMT. Market structure shift right there. It doesn't really look like it. It's not like the cleanest in the world, but technically this is a swing high here. Market structure shift, fair value gap right there. Boom, and then we see buy side. Not the cleanest price action. Not the most beautiful to look at, but it's still there. It's still there. Here we have a macro. Here we have. This actually isn't a macro. This is just the 930 again. This is on a 5-second chart now. So here you have that balanced price range. Here you have that breakaway gap. Just look at volume imbalances. This volume imbalance right there. There was that 15-second accumulation. Generated liquidity right there. Like, I don't know. I just like this orange color because this just looks beautiful in my opinion. Notice how we have a breakaway gap that gets left within that balanced price range right there on the 5-second. We have a breakaway gap. And I don't really need to go over too much of that, honestly. But what I really want to look at, and we'll get into that last, is that 345 market on close macro. Here's regular trading hours. We have a gap here that gets used as support, and then it gets referred to. So what are we within? Consolidation profile. So there's pretty much there's multiple factors that you're able to tell if we're in a consolidation. One of those is going to be the opening range gap. Another one of those is going to be a new day opening gap, and then we also have a new week opening gap. Something like session opening prices such as 9:30 opening price, 8:30 opening price will all be used to tell if we're in a consolidation or not. And then I do want to go over this London PA really quick. We have low resistance lows. We have a new day opening gap right here. We're trading right into that. Right into that 75% level of the daily volume imbalance. We have a standard deviation projection that lines up with. It's not actually in this frame, but it's from the London projections right there. Beautiful right there. Then we change the state of delivery right there. We have a lower time frame premium level that we trade right into constant encroachment of. And we have a 350 macro. We have this imbalance that's supported there. We have this imbalance right there. And then we have volume imbalance right there. It's like, man, this is just gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but like the charts have just been undeniably gorgeous recently. I don't know what it is. We have imbalance right there. Order block. I don't think much else needs to be said. Look at the bodies. right to new day, right to a new, right to a new day opening up, man. Right to a new day opening up. And then finally, I do want to go over this end of day macro because, like I've been saying, this actually might be a model that I might implement. 345 to 4 is actually the market on close macro, which I do want ICT to go over more because I always thought it was a 350 macro, but I don't think there's a 350 macro. But every day at 350, there's going to be a liquidity injection. There's going to be a displacement, as we see right here. I wish I could see like the exact. I mean, I guess I could go into my charts and see, but I'm pretty sure 350 is right here. And then boom, what do we reach up for? We have SMT that we form. So what are we looking for in this model? Well, this isn't a model yet, but this is just something that I've been studying. We're looking for SMT during that 3:45 to 4 a.m. window, and then we're looking for pretty much just a 2022 model. That's it. What do we have here? SMT, we take buy side there. New day opening gap. Oh yeah, and also trade to a new day opening gap as well. All this right here, this like gray box that's not very strong, is a 15-minute imbalance. So we were priced to the low end of that. Then also right here is a 15-minute constant encroachment of a wick that we deliver to beautifully, beautiful. And we here what do we have? 2022 model, buy side taken, shift to market structure, change to state delivery, right there, like textbook. And then we have, I know there's a lot of stuff here. Here we have 2 volume imbalances there. We respect the one in green. We don't even trade up into the one that's black right there. Then we have that order block as well. I didn't get mean threshold, not constant encroachment. I didn't get mean threshold of that, but it looks like we're around that level. If I could eyeball it, it'd probably be around here. It's like what we respect. And then boom, displacement right here. This gets left at this breakaway, and then we trade into these lows. Beautiful, like isn't that beautiful? 350, like just waking up at 3:50 p.m. Not like 3:45 p.m. Get a cup of coffee. Yeah, that's a life. That's a life right there. And then we trade right there beautifully, and that's all I really have for this one. That it was very nice price action. Very nice. There's no news today. Today, while I'm recording this, is Wednesday. We have FOMC mini minutes at 2 p.m. and we don't have any AM session news. So therefore, we might defer a move to the PM session. And I'm really looking for that market on close macro today. I'm really looking for that. That's what's gonna stand out to me today. Anyways, I don't have anything else that I want to discuss. Hopefully, y'all have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.